All right, don't you break my ruler. And that's on video. Don't break my ruler. Okay. Still trying to break it. So what we have here is we have a point on a line L. We went ahead and put the arrows at the end to identify that this is a line, because we need to know that. Notice that my point C is not in the middle. It's not in the middle. Okay? This one comes from page 34 in our workbook. However, this one's a little different because I moved C down. I don't want you to get confused. I'm just saying that so the video has it. We've already discussed it. So when you read, you look back, you know what's going on. And so, all I have is a point on a line. And it's asking me to draw a line that's perpendicular that passes through C. And I asked some of you, I said, what was your first move? And somebody said, drew a line through C, right here. And I would totally agree that that would be perpendicular, but it wouldn't be perfect if you just said, hey, I'm just going to draw a line through C. It might be 91 degrees, might be 89 degrees. I need it to be perfect. So now, there is only one thing that we've done in here that even has the word perpendicular in it, which is what construction? Perpendicular bisector. There is zero chance I can bisect that line. That's not happening. So I have to make it a line segment. And so, here's what we're going to do. I am going to create a circle, and it can be as big or as small as you want it, with my endpoint or my point on C. And there you have it. Why would I do that? What did that circle just do? What did my circle that I just drew, what did it do? Y'all need time to draw it first? What did it do? Look at it. Huh? Not just C. C is a point. So for it to be a radius, it has to have another place it's going to. Where is it going to? So answer my question first before we talk about radius. What did that circle just do to that line? Go ahead.
Make a line segment?
It made a line segment because it intersected it right there, and it intersected it right there. Did I measure anything to get that circle? I just drew one, right? So you could pick any one you want. I would advise you with compasses like this that it would be big enough for me to be able to work with. The smaller you make it, the compass is going to mess up. And obviously the bigger you make it, I'm going to run out of paper. So pick whatever size you want. It doesn't matter. Because if I even drew a smaller one, I'll show you this. I don't have to have this, but if I drew a smaller one, it's also going to work out. Okay? So I want you to see that we have B, A, D, and E. You don't have to have two circles. What I want you to see is that it didn't matter where I put it, it's still going to work out to be the same thing. So now, I have a line segment which is A to B, and I have a line segment which is D to E. So I have two line segments in there that I can work with. And all I want to do is draw a perpendicular line through point C. So now that I have a line segment, can I bisect it? All right, and we already know what the midpoint's going to be, don't we? What's the midpoint of AB? What's the midpoint of DE? All right, so I can just say, hey, draw a line. The problem is I need how many points to draw a line? I need two, and I only have one. I have point C. And so, how can I take that line segment, which is AB, and bisect it? I know it's going to go through C. I don't have any question. I'm just trying to get me some points to draw a perfect straight up and down line. So how do I bisect AB? What do we do? Anybody remember?
Draw a circle with the midpoint of the A and a radius of AB.
Okay, so midpoint's not the correct terminology, but the center is the correct terminology. Does everybody know what he's saying? He says put the point at A. Oh, I'm backwards. Put the point at A. Put the pencil at B, and I'm drawing a circle that has center at A. Oh, I'm a little off, just a little bit. Center at A, radius AB. Now what do? Now what do? Okay, we don't have any intersection yet. I almost do.
Do you do the same thing on the other side?
I do the same thing to the other side. So I need to do the same circle with the point or the center at B, pencil at A, and did I just draw two congruent circles that have the same radius? And what happens when I have two congruent circles with the same radius? All right? Now I want you to see something else. If I use the smaller one, I put my point at D, my pencil at E, and I'm going to draw a circle at center D that has a radius DE. Then I'm going to go over here and do it to the other side. And here's another intersection point, right? What do you notice about those points in relation to point C? Ooh, let's see if anybody can get that one. What do I know about these points that I just did, the intersections, in relation to point C? They're all centered up. So what is the relation between these points here to A and to B? What do I know about this point, this point, this point, this point, and this point in relation, it needs to be a little bigger, in relation to A and B? What do I know? Okay, they're in the middle. Oh, who's that? It was beautiful. Say it again, louder, with gusto. They are all equidistant. Yes? Yes. Do I have your ruler? Let me see that. All right. And so, therefore, is that line perpendicular? The only reason it wouldn't be is if my compass slid. Right? Good?